It is time for some football. Welcome into Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we see who's better in the NFC. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And away we go from Lumen Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Ready,
all right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Walker gets it for the first time. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready? Cup 19. Cup 19. Cup.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Working downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
70 Timberwolves.
This is Walker on second. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
On 3rd down, they're going with Charbonnet. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Let's go. 68. Ready.
On the draw, it's Walker. Still has room inside the 15. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
If you really study the great teams when it comes to running that play, that draw concept, watch the offensive line's pad level. Those defenders, those linebackers, they're looking for cues and tells. That offensive line gives it away, that play gets hit in the mouth. Instead, well, those guys sold it just perfectly, and the yards follow.
First carry of the game for the rookie out of Alabama. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Rattler to the air now. Buys time, rolling right. It's caught right side by Johnson. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
And menu narration set to 100. Entering menu narration set to 100.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
60-6.
Milrow from the gun. It's dropped underneath. Walker. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Hand off to Walker from the gun. Still finding room past the 45. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
From the gun, Milrow. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 shot.
We go play action here. It's Milrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Here's a screen out for Walker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Panther 11. Here we go. Here we go. Viking 8.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Gain of 17 yards. That's another Seahawks 1st
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back now for the second quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone.
60 Eagles. Ready.
Walker on first down. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense.
Ready, set. Get up. Cowboy Lions. Cowboy 80.
Now it's Milrow. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
On the ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Wrapped all 80.
From the pistol, give here to Walker. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Ready? 60 vices. 60 vices. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Flush down out to his left. They'll make a big for it on the ground. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind. You only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 22. Ready?
Pistol snap to Rattler. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Camaro with the first and still going. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Give on second to Kamara. Gets to space right side. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now. Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1.
Come on, set. Set.
On the gun, Rattler. And he'll score! Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints start to fight back with their first points of this game. Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
Come on, come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Bronco 80. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
First down throw here from Milrow. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Here we go, set.
Walker now from the gun. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Ready. Liking ace.
Here's Milrow, first and 10. Chased out to his right. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Got it. Ready?
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Give up the gut to Walker. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks pushing for a bigger lead before halftime.
On the ready.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches.
Get it. Let go.
Oh, the football's loose. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back. Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. It's from the right hash, 46 yards.
A 46-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good to get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On the return, here's Palmer. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29.
Ready?
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Down. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Ready. Ready.
Motioning left is Olave. Has his man. It's Polk. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready.
Throwing it again here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And he's taken down, but before that offense comes out, they may want to wait a second. We've got a flag down, and it is in the backfield. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Rattler setting the throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get that one to Jalen Polk. And now it's 2nd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Ready.
Kamara running out of the gun. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just a running.
Oh, trying forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Kobe Bryant has it. He's at midfield. 30. He's at the 10. And he takes this one back for the pick 6.
This offense had time to go through the 5 stages of grief by the time that interception reached the other end zone, Kate. Denial when this off picked up. Anger's return picked up steam all the way through to some reluctant acceptance that they just watched the celebration unfold in the wrong end zone.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. Yellow. 43.
Back to the air following the pick 6. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Come on, set. Cut.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
The Saints call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Got it.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Let's go now.
Back to throw it. Screen here for Kamara. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. On now is Dixon to kick this one
Oh,
away.
you fucking nigger, bro. You changed my damn passing settings.
On the return, here's Palmer.
Yes, you did, bro.
Things going well so far.
Yes, you, bro. It's on the damn classic. You the only nigga that use classic, bro.
Locker room, some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you, the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, "Listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success." And that's exactly what they did.
That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them.
Okay,
That holding
No, I
penalty is gonna
can't.
make
I can
first
only
down
do it in
twice
the
as
main
tough.
menu.
They're 20 from the marker to start things out.
ready.
They run it from the gun with Kamara. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
You're so lucky I'm down
Yardage, it's not
rebuilding
going
this
to kill
team.
this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Like he's not
There's a
even.
man there. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
First
break.
down, ball at the 36.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
Now an inside give to Walker. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's second and 13.
Go. Bronco 80. 70 line.
No row from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
18.
It's Walker on the option. Got him a good handful there as it brings up second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Second down, Walker's going to get it again. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Charbonnet crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown.
I think
Donald with his eyes glued to this field. His offense lining up for two. Escapes the pocket. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Well, Brock, the run certainly an option as they lined up for two, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
Saints to the line now. First and 10.
38. 95. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. His running back hauls it in deep right. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Ready, ready, ready.
From the gun, a gift to Miller. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field. And that was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
On the move, headed right. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Grupe sends it through, and it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Reed now to kick this one away. Fields the hard squib kick. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's out of bounds with that first down in hand. For the moment, though, we've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag.
Come on. Hey. Viking 18.
From the gun, Milrow. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Milrow throwing on third down. Escapes out to the left. He's running for it. And he will get this inside the 30.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Hawk 70.
They go with Walker here. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Here we go, Scott. Bronco 80.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Completed to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Curtain short, it's Milrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense. I know it's not a touchdown, but that's exactly what you want to do after a takeaway. Make them pay, and in this case, with 3.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Palmer. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 22 on that one. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
This finds Moreau. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a give inside to Kamara. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They just get the play off. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. The Seahawks have the football, and they're in great shape with this sizable lead. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Go!
Walker off his own read. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here's 2nd and 2. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Maybe, but he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Let's go now.
1st and 10
Cougar
at
19.
the 42-yard line.
Running is Walker. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Ready? Steady.
This is Walker on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and
7 Pirates. 60 Vices. 60.
Milrow looking to throw. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard
Here we go.
line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Let go.
Receiver gets it on the handoff. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be second down.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. Give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
On the move into the red zone. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go.
19 Charger, nice go.
First and goal. Here's Charbonnet. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Seahawks keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You tried bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Shaheed now to return. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
Shaheed on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. Tries to power through him, and the ball is loose. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Red 38.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10.
Come on.
First and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Toss play. This is Walker. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
And up to Walker from the gun. And second down only works out for a yard. Never a pause you want to make, partner. A player injured on that snap, and it is their running back, Kenneth Walker, who's being looked at. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing now, Milrow. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he goes out with enough for the first, but we do have a flag down on the play. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Okay, ready?
After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down.
Ready?
Throwing here, Milrow. Chased out to his right. They'll make a big for it on the ground. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Caught in the comeback route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Saints hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Ready.
Running back sent in motion.
What? Ready?
Rattler to the air now. In the run play, back-to-back plays. And He's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a gain of 19 on the play.
Entering. Menu narration set to 100. Entering setting. Menu narration set to 100.
Change what? That's what I'm saying.
Menu narration set to 100.
So that's what I'm saying. Wish this nigga would hurry up, bro, so we can get out this game.
That's good for a New Orleans first down. Motioning him from the slot right.
Ready.
From the gun, Rattler. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face second down.
You see that bullshit, bro?
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Set, ready. Set, go.
Again, it's Miller. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on second and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
They'll run the toss to Kamara. Shoots one, and he barrels across for the touchdown. The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown.
Alvin Kamara with a huge touchdown to cut the lead down to 25.
No doubt, but hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Reed now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
I'm finna switch to the Cowboys.
Coming from the shotgun.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt to that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So it's a win for the Seahawks. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0